Welcome to New Sky TV. It's explosive. Yuhang and Zhai Yiying, this newly formed duo, have stirred up a CP couple storm in the short drama world with their drama first taste. Is the reigning king of short drama CPs about to change hands? The recent short drama scene is like someone poured a whole bag of chili peppers into a sugar jar, sweet and stimulating, instantly igniting viewers' emotions. No one expected that the pairing, initially considered the steadfast CP king, would face its strongest challenger. Let's start with Yuhang. In the past, he was known for his solid acting skills, albeit somewhat restrained. He could control his emotions and deliver powerful outbursts, but he always lacked a litmus test. Zhai Yiying's appearance was precisely that spark. Her performance wasn't flamboyant, yet it was incredibly charismatic. A single glance, a slight pause, could amplify the ambiguity and heart-pounding emotions infinitely. The moment the two appeared on screen together, the air seemed to tighten, even their breathing carried emotion. This chemistry, capable of captivating viewers without dialogue, directly broke down the audience's defenses. It's no wonder Guo Yuxin privately admitted to feeling pressure. After all, she's too good at acting cute. She practically set the standard for sweet romance in short dramas. Her cuteness wasn't cloying, her intimacy wasn't cheesy, and the sweetness was just right. But that's precisely the problem. Sweetness had become the audience's expectation. First Taste takes a different approach. Instead of directly offering sweetness, it uses layers of probing and gradual approach, portraying ambiguity as a psychological game. When the real emotions erupt, the audience realizes they've already been led by the nose. Even more striking is Yuhang's obvious openness this time. His gaze is no longer the gentle distance of a character, but an invasive stare. His approach isn't serving the plot, but rather a character's instinctive loss of control. This dangerous yet restrained temperament clashes sharply with Zhai Yiying's cool and collected counter-flirting, making the CP chemistry more than just sweet. It has tension and weight. So the question arises, in this battle of top-tier pairings, who comes out on top? If Guo Yuxin represents a mature CP that delivers stable output and reassuring viewers, then Yuhang x Zhai Yiying is creating a new species that is unpredictable and capable of explosive moments. One is reassuring, the other is addictive. The throne of the short drama circle may never be about who is replaced, but rather who is being chosen by the times. More importantly, there's a difference in how emotional progression is handled. The sweetness in She's Too Good at Acting Cute remains largely superficial, the dialogue is sugary, the camera work is coordinated, and the plot progresses methodically, like a precisely replicated sweet romance instruction manual. It's entertaining, but not addictive. After watching one episode, the audience's emotions quickly subside, making it difficult to feel the urge to rewatch. The so-called easy to ship stems more from genre conventions than from genuine emotional ties between the characters. What truly makes First Taste so captivating is its masterful use of restraint and release. Zhai Yiying doesn't immediately radiate sweetness. Instead, she creates space through restraint, maintaining a half-step distance while speaking, yet her gaze already crosses the line. Her body retreats, but her emotions are already out of control. Yuhang, on the other hand, is gradually pushed into an emotional dead end, from initial defense to mid-stage probing, and finally to complete surrender. The layers are distinct and logically consistent. Viewers aren't captivated by the plot dictates you two must be in love, but rather by the feeling that it wouldn't make sense if you weren't. This is why many netizens bluntly state, Zhai Yiying's scenes with her actually elevate the male actor's performances. She doesn't steal the spotlight, but she skillfully gives it to him. She doesn't rely on exaggerated expressions, but she precisely conveys emotions to her co-stars, allowing them to naturally catch and amplify them. Thus, Yuhang, in her presence, lacks the usual gimmicks and gains a sense of uncontrollable turmoil. This genuine emotional upheaval is precisely what short drama viewers crave most. Capital and platforms have clearly recognized this trend. Zhai Yiying has landed a string of high-profile projects, collaborating with actors ranging from Yuhang and Guo Yuxin to rising stars, demonstrating a clear upward flow in her resources. She's no longer just a fangirl magnet, but a leading lady with the consistent ability to create hit shows. In contrast, Guo Yuxin, if she continues to stick to the safe zone of sweet romance templates, is likely to be quickly forgotten by the new generation of viewers. The short drama genre is evolving too rapidly, and viewers' patience is dwindling. Those who remain are never the safest ones, but those who can create the most emotional memories. When sweetness is no longer scarce, the most heart-pounding couples are the real game changers. On a deeper level, the birth of this strongest couple is not accidental, but the result of a combination of aesthetics and market selection. Short drama viewers are no longer satisfied with formulaic sweet romance, they want convincing love. The pairing of Zhai Yiying and Yuhang hits this mark perfectly, not relying on dialogue to tell you they love each other, but using their presence, rhythm, and charisma to subconsciously convince you these two are meant to be together. Yuhang's acting is known for its restraint. He excels at using restraint to conceal his emotions. However, this style can easily appear cold if he doesn't find the right partner. Zhai Yiying's strength lies in her ability to subtly ignite emotions without disrupting his rhythm. Her vivacity isn't outward display, but rather a flexible adaptability, attractive when close, and warm when distant, making Yuhang's composure no longer static, but an activated energy field. This mutual enhancement is the highest form of on-screen chemistry. In contrast, Guo Yuxin's acting isn't lacking, but rather her overly fixed sweet romance persona limits her scope. Her cuteness is carefully designed, safe and stable, but lacking unpredictable variables. It's appealing in the short term, but fails to create long-term surprises. In the fast-paced short drama market, this predictability becomes a disadvantage. It's worth noting that audiences' on-screen chemistry has evolved from character identification to actor compatibility judgment. Whoever can bring out the most authentic side of the other is more likely to be considered the chosen one. From this perspective, Zhai Yiying's rise to fame isn't about replacing anyone, but rather about aligning with a shift in audience aesthetics. How far she goes in the future truly depends on the quality of her work and the breakthrough she brings to her roles. But at least for now, she has completed the most crucial step, making herself the first person audiences think of when they mention Yuhang. In the brutal yet efficient arena of short dramas, being remembered is a victory in itself. What truly amplifies this competition isn't the fan wars, but the stark contrast revealed in the camera shots. Standing next to Yuhang, one is pre-programmed sweetness, the other is love that needs no explanation. The former requires layers of dialogue, background music, and slow-motion shots, while the latter only needs a single glance for the audience to automatically fill in the entire love story in their minds. And she's too good at acting cute. Guo Yuxin and Yuhang's interactions feel more like task-oriented intimacy, holding hands when appropriate, getting close when necessary. The action's precise yet lacking a sense of loss of control. The audience sees clearly, yet remains calm, their hearts always staying within a safe zone. Unlike Zhai Yiying, the ambiguity between her and Yuhang is unpredictable. Emotions come first, actions follow, and they even occasionally cross the line. It's precisely this unpredictability that creates a strong sense of immersion for the audience. Are they about to lose control? Even more critically, the short drama market's desire for realism is growing exponentially. Viewers are no longer easily fooled by sweet moments, they crave emotional resonance, that feeling of I know it's acting, but I still can't help but believe it. Zhai Yiying perfectly captures this aesthetic turning point. She doesn't treat romance as a performance, but as a way of living. Therefore, the chemistry between them doesn't need marketing, it naturally overflows the screen. This is why netizens say, she's not playing the female lead, she's dating the male lead. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.